How many early birds? 130 early birds. Look at that. Look at that. How many Buckeyes did we let in, Linda? I'm going to find out.
Gonna find out. My peeps will
Happy
show up in the
Tuesday.
chat.
Oh, go ahead.
My peeps will show up in the chat. The
In the
ones that
chat.
are here. Mhm.
Yeah, I love it when you watch the chat because I can't watch that chat.
I got you.
And you catch them.
Mhm.
Perfecto. Happy Tuesday. Look at all the smiling faces. How many pages of cameras do we have on tonight? 136 early birds here, smiling, happy, ready to hear some great news, right? Renee Chat, I know it's driving you crazy that I haven't gone up there and come fishing with you yet. I promise it's going to happen soon.
I think she's been golfing.
She's been golfing. Now, that's okay, too. That's why we moved to Florida, to fish and play golf. All righty. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. Starting to slow down a little bit. We got, 141 people in already? So, welcome to all the new people as well. I see a few new faces as I was just scanning pages and I got back to page one. Glad to see all these cameras on, all these happy, smiling faces. Angie, where's your smile? There it is. Good deal. All right. Happy Tuesday and welcome to all the new folks to the RRR247 and direct-to-consumer team call, conference call, office meeting, announcement call, the everything call, because every bit of big news that you need for your business, for your rate of success, to understand everything that we have is always going to be talked about on Tuesday nights. They'll tell you what's coming on Tuesday or launch it or announce it and then trade on it on Saturday. And write this part down. Anytime Rory and Tanya are going to add something to this system, a product, a service, a tool, something that we're going to market or something to help us market, they're always going to launch that on a Tuesday night, never any other night of the week. And that's why you never want to miss a Tuesday night call, because you just never know what's going to happen, what's going to be announced, what's going to be given to you and help you hit your goals and build your business. But we also get to meet all the new family members, all the new team members. It's fun to see. I love seeing all the different states being represented as well. So here's your chance, your first chance for those that got in early, 159 people already. On the Zoom, I don't know how many's on the telephone anymore, but on Zoom, we got 161 people. That number's climbing quickly. And there's a whole lot of brand new faces that I can see. So if you're brand new and it's your first Tuesday night, click on the little microphone in the lower left-hand corner of your Zoom screen, or hit the space bar on your keyboard. That'll allow you to unmute also. Say hello. Don't forget to tell us what state you're calling in from, and welcome to the call.
Hello, my name is Gail Don. I'm from Tamarack, Florida. I'm getting
Tamarack
started.
What, ma'am?
Tamarack, Florida, in Fort Lauderdale.
Florida is the first one to sound off. Welcome. Glad you made it. Thanks, Gail. I'll tell you why in a minute. I love seeing Floridians sound off on the call. Welcome to the call. Glad you made it. You know what else? Whoever got you here, your instructor, your leadership team, and Rory and Tanya, they want to know that you made it on. So we want to hear you unmute at least once. Say hello. Let us know where you called in from, just like Gail did. And welcome to the call.
Hello.
Where are you calling in from, Sandra?
Sandra is calling in from Plano, Georgia.
Plano, Georgia. I don't know where that is, but it's Georgia. It's our neighbor to the north, Gail. Well, yeah. Welcome, man. Glad you made it. Go ahead, Sally.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Sally, and I'm from Mesa, Arizona.
Mesa, Arizona. Fantastic. Welcome. Glad you made it.
Greetings. Robbie Dupree from Loveland, Colorado.
Hometown.
Andy and Dupree were talking at the same time. Sorry, go ahead.
I was just giving you a geography lesson. Tunnel's about 20 miles from Herschel Walker's hometown.
That's right.
That? Andy, you know that area very well, don't you?
I do, yes. I just have
yes, you do. Yes, you do. And somewhere I got a bottle of Coke with that football team, all the names on it somewhere. I got to find that. All right, go ahead, Dupree. Sorry about that. Welcome to the call. Glad you made it.
Greetings. My name is Rodney Dupree from lovely Loveland, Colorado.
Colorado, fantastic. Welcome to the call, sir. Glad you made
Thank you
it.
very much.
Yes,
All right.
BJ, I'm gonna count you as Ohio, absolutely. I don't care if you used to live there, I'm gonna count you.
If you used to live there, then you count. Fantastic. There's a Buckeye in the house making Linda happy. I love seeing Linda smile. Glad you're here. All right, so welcome, hey, BJ. Welcome everybody else. I see a whole bunch of new people just came in, and we climbed over 200. I said 160 a minute ago, and now we're over 200 already. And it's going to keep on growing. And the closer we get to the hour, the faster that number is going to climb. I love watching it. So, but welcome everybody to the RRR247 and direct to consumer conference call, team call, announcement call, big call, everything call, everything you need for your rate of success here to understand what we have, how to use it, how to keep moving forward, how to hit your goals, how to grow faster, how to make more money. Everything is announced, talked about, given to you on Tuesday nights. Tuesday night is when it'll be handed out, talked about, announced, told you what's coming real soon, and have your notepads out tonight. Trust me, you're going to love these announcements tonight. Have your notepads out. If it's something that's going to help you build your business, they're going to tell you on Tuesday. They're going to train deeper on it on Saturday. And that's what I love about Tuesday night, getting you ready to make sure you can plan your weekend properly and do not miss Saturday either. Tuesday night, most important night of the week. What would be the second most important night of the week, Linda? Or afternoon or morning or day?
Thursday.
Saturday.
Oh,
Saturday is when we're going to train on whatever Rory and Tanya announce tonight. So we also get to meet all the new people. We've seen 6 brand new people unmute already. Every week there's somewhere between 10 and 30. That number fluctuates, but it's always somewhere between 10 and 30 or 20 and 30. We love seeing that kind of growth. We love seeing everything happen. So if you're brand new, click on the little microphone in the lower left-hand corner or hit the space bar on your keyboard, which will also unmute yourself. Say hello. Don't forget to say what state you're calling in from, and welcome to the call.
Hello, my name is Celia Burton. I'm from Delaware.
Where are you calling from, Celia?
Delaware.
Delaware. Fantastic. Welcome, ma'am. Glad you made it.
Hello, Dawn Thomas from Alabama.
Alabama, roll tide. There they are. Here they come.
Hi, I'm Michelle. I'm from Nevada.
Michelle from Nevada. Welcome. Glad you made it, ma'am. Welcome to the call.
Thank you. Thank you.
Kathleen says we have a Desiree Rivera and she's from Arkansas.
Welcome, Desiree. Glad you made it.
I'm Nicole and I'm from Arizona.
Arizona. Fantastic. Welcome, Nicole. Glad you made it. Go ahead, Sandy. You got something you want to announce? Nope. Can't hear you. Got to unmute, dear. Hit that space bar or click on that microphone. There you go.
I don't know if I'm on mute.
No, I was just going to say my new student B is on here and she's ready to go. She's from Chancellor, Alabama.
Alabama. Fantastic. Go ahead, William. Glad you made it. And
Arizona as well.
Arizona. Fantastic. Something going on in Arizona. All right. Good deal.
All
Welcome,
right,
everybody.
from Tampa, Florida.
Richard from
I'm
Tampa,
unmuted
Florida.
now. Wayne Smith.
Can you hear me?
Wayne Smith. Yes.
Yes. And where are you calling in from, Wayne?
Tampa, Florida.
Tampa, Florida. Here they come. Floridians are in the house.
From Dallas, Texas.
Dallas, Texas is here. My second favorite city. Welcome. Welcome. Glad you made it.
Thank you.
Mike from Springfield, Missouri.
Mike from Springfield, Missouri. Welcome, Mike. Glad you made it.
You know what?
Welcome to the call. Go ahead, Portia.
Oh, Portia Love from Terre Haute, Indiana.
From where in Indiana?
Terre Haute.
Fantastic.
Terre
Welcome.
Haute, Indiana.
Glad you made it.
Mi nombre, cállate.
Love your name. Did your mama give you that name or did you change it?
I know my mom did.
Fantastic. She loves you then. That's a great name. I love it, by the way.
That's
I love
all right.
unusual names.
You're south of me, Fort Wayne.
Fantastic. Just a little bit. About 2 hours. About 2 hours south. Fantastic.
About 3.
Yeah, maybe pretty close. Depends on who's driving. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. We love hearing from all the new people. Oh, I forgot to get the last two. So that's like 19 brand new people already. Like I said, every week, somewhere between 10 and 30 joining the team. It's a great thing to see. We've had 19 unmute already. I'm going to go ahead and make last call. Welcome everyone to the RRR247 and direct-to-consumer team call, office meeting, conference call, announcement call, the everything call, the most important night of the week. Why? Because everything you need, all the big announcements, all the additions, every tool, every product, every service, everything that we get to do is going to be launched, talked about, and given to you on Tuesday nights. There's not a whole lot of time to go into training on Tuesday nights, but you're going to get the information every Tuesday night. And then that's what they're going to probably train on, spend more time on Saturday. So it's very important to everybody's success rate, right? But we also get to meet the new people. So last call is 9 o'clock. If you're brand new and you didn't get a chance to say hello, click the little microphone or hit the space bar on your keyboard and say hello. And don't forget to say where you're calling in from.
Yeah, now you got one.
I got him, Robert.
You got it?
I'm getting ready to tell him. You got a bunch in the chat right now. You have Brian from Buffalo, New York.
Brian from Buffalo. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Otis already spoke. And then we have Steve Holmes, Tennessee, now living in Maine.
Fantastic. Welcome. Glad you made it.
Maria from Texas.
Maria from Texas.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome, Maria.
And then Maria from New York.
Maria from upstate New York. Okay, go ahead, David, and then Esmeralda. I know you were trying to unmute.
Yeah, I'm David. David Evans from West Virginia.
West Virginia, West by God, Virginia, another beautiful state. I love going through there. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Glad you made it. Go ahead, Esmeralda. You got to hit the microphone or your space bar, dear.
Tony Bullitt from Dayton, Ohio.
Dayton, Ohio. I know that area too. You just really made Linda's day. Go ahead, Esmeralda.
Esmeralda from New Jersey.
New Jersey's here. Fantastic, ma'am. Glad you made it. Thank you for unmuting. Welcome to the call.
Hey, now.
Stella from Las Vegas.
Las Vegas is in the house. Fantastic. Now we can go ahead and get started. I'm going to hit a couple of buttons here. Linda's probably going to tell us a few more while I'm hitting these buttons.
We have a Reno and a Las Vegas.
Another one, Marina from Las Vegas as well.
Reno. I'm Reno, Nevada. Yeah.
Reno. Gotcha. Okay. Glad you made
We
it. Welcome.
have Tricia from Orlando.
Welcome, Patricia from Orlando. Love seeing Floridians in
Mary,
here.
New York.
We already shot that one.
Madeline from Edmond,
ahead, ma'am.
Oklahoma.
Oklahoma's here. Welcome, Madeline. Glad you made it. Welcome to the team.
Okay, I think we're
Brandy from Texas.
Brandy from Texas. Welcome, Brandy. Glad you made it.
Hi, this is Ami from California.
Ami from California.
Ami from California. Welcome, Ami.
I was invited by Sheila James.
Fantastic. Awesome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Glad you made it. Welcome to the guy. What a great night to be your first call in. And that was 32 people. So 32 brand new team members.
California.
And one more from California. Arlena, glad you made it, dear. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Diane from Michigan.
Diane from Michigan. Okay.
Okay, that's a neighbor. Welcome. We'll take it.
Rick from Kalispell, Montana.
Awesome.
Fantastic, Rick from Montana. Glad you're here, sir. Welcome. Glad you made it.
It's amazing.
Teresa from Michigan.
Teresa from Michigan. Welcome, Teresa. Glad you made it.
Francois from Maryland.
Francois from where?
Maryland.
Fantastic. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Glad you made it.
Michael from Las Vegas.
Michael from Las Vegas. Welcome, Michael. Glad you made it.
I think we just broke a record.
I believe so.
37. 37 brand new people. I can start saying somewhere between 30 and 40 here pretty soon because we got a lot going on. There's a lot happening and we're doing everything the right way. So we're attracting all the right people and all of you, 37 of you. Welcome to the family. Welcome to the team. I'm going to hit some buttons now so we can get going. I'm 5 minutes late. I'm going to get myself in trouble. So let me hit all the buttons I need to hit and we can get started.
This was a good reason, Niall. This is awesome.
Yeah, that's fantastic. So welcome to everybody to the RRR247 and the direct consumer team call, conference call, announcement call, office meeting. This is where you're going to get to meet your leadership. This is where you're going to really get a good feeling of what you just became a part of. And this is where you're going to get to meet our co-founders. And this is where you're going to get all of the big announcements every Tuesday night. My name is Niall Eddy. Can you guess? I live in Central Florida, which is why I get so excited. Just like Linda gets excited when she hears Ohio sound off, I love hearing Florida, New York, West Virginia, and Ohio sound off, because those are all my favorite states. I've spent most of my time in, I guess. But I fell in love with Central Florida. I'm surrounded by a bunch of lakes. I get to fish in. If you couldn't tell, 9 times out of 10 you see me, it's going to be a real life shirt. Why? Because if I'm not working, I want to wet a line. That's my passion. That's where I want to be. But guess what? I haven't fished in a long time because I like working too. I love what we do. I love being a part of this. And I love what's happening in the organization right now. I love everything Rory and Tanya are putting in here. I love this dream and vision that we get to take to the world. I love being a part of it. I get up every day and I get to, Rory and I talk every now and then. I said, pinch me, bro. Pinch me. Because this is what we get to do. Every day I get up, go to my computer and look and see, who do I get to help today? Who else on this planet do I get to share this system with and share this opportunity with and put out a helping hand and reach out and pull somebody up and help them get their dreams and whatever they came here for? Whether you're here for part-time income, you just want to make an extra $500 or $1,000 a month, like I did when I got started in this industry 34 years ago, or you want to make this your new career. Everything you need, the vehicle, the tools, the products, the services, everything that you need is here for you to succeed and hit whatever your goals are, whether it's part-time or career level income. The only variable in everything that we have is you. Each person that gets plugged in, how bad do you want it? How fast can you get through the training? How dedicated are you to stick to the system and the training and follow the steps of the people in front of you? And you're going to hear Rory say this a million times. If he can do ABC and get XYZ, every single one of us can do ABC and get XYZ. All you got to do is don't try to be the smartest person in the room. Don't try to reinvent the wheel. Follow the system, follow the plan, put forth the effort, and you can just, whatever your goals are, you're going to hit it. We're all going to get to that light at the end of the tunnel. We're all just going to get there at different speeds, right? Because some of us got a couple hours a week. Some of us have a few more hours a week. Some of us have full-time hours per week. But it's all in place for you, whatever you choose. So if you like being a part of something where you can have that kind of impact on your own life, give yourself some time freedom, give yourself some time, financial freedom. Like me, give your kids everything their hearts desire and have them right on the edge of spoiling them, but make sure they appreciate it. Just giving them the best life you can, which is what all of us parents want. No matter how good our lives are, we always want better for our kids, right? If you're looking for something that can give you the time freedom to spend more time with them, like I was, the financial freedom to do more for them, like I was, and you like helping other people along the way while you're doing that, you found your home here. I've been here for 34 years in this industry. I've known the Ricords for 30 of those 34 years. And I'm telling you right now, these are some of the, genius legends. They're going to go down as legends on the planet. And I say that because Jim Rohn told me something 20, 25, 30 years ago. The true legends on this planet are the people who find the ways to help the most other people. Those are the legends. See a problem, solve it. That's income. Help other people, that's legacy income. This is the definition of Rory and Tanya to me. I met him 30 years ago when I was just a young entrepreneur, didn't know what I was doing, needed a voicemail that could handle a lot of volume. Everybody told me to call Rory Ricord, so I did. I got hooked up with the voicemail that he put together. That was going to take all the volume I could throw at it, right? And this is back in the day when we're doing mail order. We're mailing stuff out. Got UPS coming in the house every day, but I wanted to advertise big and I wanted to go big. And I needed a voicemail that could handle all that. So I called the number, got Rory on the phone. Here's this young guy right out of high school. I'm telling you, I've never heard love for mass communication other than the military times I was there like this guy had. He just loved communication. He also had a passion to help other people. He was a marketing guru. He knew what he was doing. You read his book. He's been marketing pretty much since he was 9 years old, right? This kid, I think by the time he could tie his own shoes, he was marketing. And he just had that gift. He had that gift to understand how to do all this, but he also had that gift, that love to help other people. And he attracted a lot of people just like him by sharing that love, what's going out there. So I got with Rory. He gave me the voicemail I needed, but he also showed me how to do something else. As I build a network around the country with the system I was using at the time, I could put a message on that system and shoot it out to all of them at the same time. That seems like no big deal to all of you youngsters today, because we have all this technology at our fingertips, right? But this was in 1992. We didn't have the internet. We didn't have cell phones. We didn't have any of this technology. Rory did this through the phone company, and it helped us grow nationwide. But in 93 or 94, that's when the internet was allowed in everybody's home, in your home office or your kitchen. And Rory said, I'm going. He left the telecom industry and he got online and became the first guru out there. He built the #1 lead generation company on the planet. All of us entrepreneurs were looking for leads to build our business. There was other ones out there. Nobody knew how to do what Rory knew how to do. Nobody. He still holds that title today. The only difference is he doesn't sell the leads anymore. You're going to find out some great news about that. The other thing is we needed a website. We needed someplace we could direct traffic. We're online now. We're going global, right? We needed someplace to direct traffic where we could explain our opportunity, have people go through the information, fill out a form at the end, and ask us to call them. There were companies out there building websites as well. They were getting like 1 in 50 people that visited the site would actually get down and fill out the form. One of the really, really good ones were getting 1 in 25. Rory decided to try his hand at marketing through a website, and he got 1 in 10 his first time out. 1 in 10, unheard of. No one knows how to do what this guy knows how to do. But guess what? 1 in 10 wasn't even good enough for him. He tweaked it, he rewrote it, he made it better, he added some technology to it, and he got it down to 1 in 5. That's why he's the leader in tech. That's why he's always been doing so good for the last 3+ decades. And that's why you're always going to have somebody like him in front of the technology, putting it into the system. You don't even have to understand how it works. You don't even have to understand any of the technology. All you got to do is get plugged into the system he put together, follow the instructions, follow the steps, put forth the effort, and let it all work for you. But guess what? He's got a partner here. He's got a partner. Everybody's got to have a partner, right? Especially when you accomplish as much as he did. His lovely wife, Tanya, is the co-founder and partner here. Now, listen, I've known these two for 3 decades, right? I don't call them partners anymore. I don't call them friends anymore. I don't call them business associates anymore. I've known them for so long, I call them family. We want to build a big family here. But those two, I know their kids, they know my kids. We travel the world together. Roy and I go fishing everywhere we can, spend time together on a boat, wet in the line. There's nothing better than that, right? And we've celebrated holidays together. So when you spend that much time with somebody, you just become family. So I call him my brother, and I call her my sister. But I got to meet Roy the first time in Orlando. That's where I looked him in the eyes and shook his hand and realized this is a great dude. I want him to be a part of my life forever. But a couple years later, I got to fly out west and meet his lovely wife, Tanya. I walked in the front door, ready for this? I met this young lady raising 7 kids, running several other businesses, and helping Rory keep this going, keeping it on track, organizing it, tracking it, blocking the time out, making sure everything happened the way it's supposed to happen. And I had 1 kid in football. She had 6 kids in football. I don't know how she did it sometimes. I really don't. But I met one of the most organized people with the biggest hearts that day that really had the same passion that he had to help other families, to help other people, to go global and hold out a hand and give as many families as we can a hand up. Every country on every continent until we're completely covering the globe and touching as many families as we can. These two get up every day. They have a meeting. They talk about what can we do to make it better? How can we help Portia understand the system that we have and put it into action? How can we help Madeline get plugged in and find more time to build and hit her dreams? How can we help David and Kathy and Stella and Francois and all the new people that you heard today? How can we help them hit their goals? How can we help them make more money? what else can we add to this system that all they have to do is go to work and follow the steps, and they can hit their dreams and goals and live whatever life they want. What can we do to make it better? And after they talk that out and had their coffee, they go to work. They just go to work. I've never seen two people with this kind of work ethic and the long days. It doesn't seem to bother them a bit. When you think, when all the rest of us are sleeping because we thought we just had a long day, those two probably got 2, 3, 4, 5 more hours into the system working with somebody in another country, another time zone. Well, what can we do to help more people? Because they've tapped into that same thing Jim Rohn said as well. The true legends on this planet are people who find the way to help the most other people. And that's their lifelong goal. How many people can we help? How many lives can we change? If you were looking for a place that sounds a little bit like what I just described over the bits and pieces there, a place where you can have whatever your heart's desire, a system that you can plug into to hit whatever your goals are, while you're also helping other people around the country do the exact same thing, take a lot of different products and services out to the marketplace that are going to have a positive impact on people's lives. You found your home. Welcome to RRR247 and Direct to Consumer. And guess what? Tonight, you get to meet one of our founders, the last one that I spoke about, my sister, not because she's Italian, not because she's a football mom, because she's a wonderful human being that has a big heart and wants to help us take this system out to as many people as we can. Tanya, Ricord, without any further delay, and I know 17 minutes after, I thank you guys for your patience. The microphone is yours, and I know there's a lot of people waiting to hear all you got to share tonight.
Well, we're going to hear from Jacqueline first. Wow.
Oh my goodness.
It's all good. I love you.
I think I might have had too much coffee. Guess what? We got a new format for Tuesday. I lost my mind for a minute there. We're introducing you to all the other leadership. There's a lot of other leadership behind this. Tanya and Rory took their dream to a handful of people who caught on to that dream, and they're the ones that helped them to take this out to the rest of the world. For the last, if you go back to the YouTube channel, oh my goodness, you will see that I've introduced different levels of the leadership, different MSIs that Tanya and Rory have surrounded themselves with. That leadership team started off as newbies just like you, just like me. And then they became instructors. And then they started moving up the ranks of being an instructor. They became a certified system instructor. Then they became a gold system instructor. They just kept moving up, helping more and more people until they became a master system instructor. That means, here's what a master system instructor is. Somebody that's been here for a while, helped a lot of people, building teams, knows the system inside and out, and can answer just about any question you throw at them, right? That's who the MSIs are. But there's also a group of people who go above and beyond. When Rory and Tanya say, we're working on a new project, they're the ones that raise their hand and say, how can I help? How can I help? What can I do to help? Hey, I'll take that off your hands. Hey, let me handle that. Let me do those calls. Let me do. And a lot of you are going to know this person because you've seen them on some of the shows that we did. I got to meet this person for the first time. And as soon as I walked in the room, right away I went, who's that? Because it's one of those vibrant personalities that glow, right? One of those, and I could tell she was Italian as soon as I heard her start talking, right? And I know the Italians well because that's all the aunts and uncles that I grew up with. I heard this Italian voice. I turned my head. I seen this person that was kind of glowing in the crowd, and just the life of that circle that was around her. And I said, I don't know who that is, but I want to meet this person. And I walked over there and I introduced myself, and she introduced herself to me. And I said, oh, I now I know who you are. Fantastic. You guys are in for a treat tonight. Because anytime I see her, the first thing I want to do is give my hug, right? Because she gives fantastic hugs. But she's also got a lot of great things to share. She's also got a lot of great energy. I'm telling you, just getting a hug from this person gives you upbeat like you just drank a cup of coffee or a cappuccino or frappuccino, whatever your favorite caffeine is. She's just vibrant, outgoing, well-spoken, but the life of the party as well, but also a very serious businesswoman. I'm not going to go into her background. I'm going to let her do that. But she's a very serious businesswoman who has helped Rory and Tanya in many different ways along the way. So My apologies for losing my mind there from too much caffeine or whatever I was doing. But it's my pleasure to introduce one more piece of the leadership team for Rory and Tanya. And that's someone I call a friend. I call her sister. She calls me brother. We get along. We love seeing each other every time we get to one of these events. She's from one of my favorite states to visit, which is not too far away also. But I can't wait till the next trip over there, and I can't wait till the next event. One of our MSIs, get ready to take some notes. These are the stories that you guys need to build your business. Jackie, my deepest apologies. I owe you a dinner, but you know I love you. The microphone is all yours. Take it away.
Thank you, Jonathan. Thank you. Well, you know, I'm gonna approach this. I've been watching everybody on Tuesdays. And I tell you, it's blown me away how the preparedness of what, you know, how everybody is come and introduced themselves and told their story and everything. And I just gotta let you know, brother, now I wrote 3 pages of how I was gonna do this tonight. I tore them all up because it ain't me. So I just had to say that y'all gonna get what y'all gonna get, okay? Because it's just me, and that's just how I am. So I'm Jacqueline. I've been around for about 6 years. And the way that the story goes is it's kind of unique because I found Rory by mistake. I went through a very, very bad time about 12 years ago. 30 years of marriage, had the big cars, had the big home, had the the kids are grown, all that. And ended up getting a divorce that I did not see coming. And thank God I was a career mortgage banker because I don't know how people go through that, quite honestly. And it knocked me back, and it knocked me back pretty hard. And I have 2 grown sons and 2 grandchildren, and I wallowed in it for a minute. And I thought, you know, girl, you're gonna pick yourself up by the bootstraps, and you're gonna figure out what your plan B is. And I had always been intrigued about marketing online, and I'm a career mortgage banker, been in mortgage banking for 40 years, okay? But marketing always attracted me. I come from a family of entrepreneurs, educators, and I always wanted to own something of my own. So after I went through the dark period, wrote the big check, all that mess, I just dusted my little self off and I said, you're gonna figure this out. So for 6 years, to me, meeting Rory and Tanya, I started building websites. I started going down this rabbit hole and that rabbit hole and spent a lot of money. Okay. And a lot of people, and I say this for a reason, a lot of people say, well, you were scammed, you were this, you were that. What I really truly believe is that these other platforms get you to a certain level and they drop you off and you got to figure the rest out. And that's what happens. Well, a lady friend told me one day, she knew I had these websites. I was beating my head against the wall and I'm like, I just can't get it monetized. I just can't figure it out. And so she said, I want you to meet this guy. And she said, you're going to like him because he's a Dallas Cowboys fan. And I said, well, I won't hold that against him because I'm a Saints fan, but I'll talk to him. And Rory and I laugh about that today. And that's a joke, so y'all can laugh. But anyway, I met with him and and we're both talkers, right? And we talked for about an hour and a half and he was patient as he could be. And I mean, I was just, and he was so patient. He was explaining to me and he looked at my websites and he, you know, everything. He took his time and he goes, my God, they're gorgeous. They're flashy. They're just like you know? And he said, how much money have you made on them? I said, nothing. He said, exactly. He said, they're not Google approvable. You will never have SEO run into these websites. And I said, okay, and as he's talking, the light bulb started going off. And he was explaining about his 3 legs of marketing and how, you know, how he teaches people and marketing as I know it was not bad, but it wasn't how you market online to the masses. And that's why I was not successful. And so I joined up with Rory that day. I dished everything, said, took my losses, you know, good Lord, tuck your tail between your legs and let's run. Well, 6 years later, I have to tell you, I'm very glad I made that decision. And I was a hard student because, and Rory was my instructor. And there's not anything that any of you could ask that I didn't. And probably things that you won't even think of to ask that I did. And he just kept working with me and working with me. And I wanted to go down this rabbit hole and I wanted to do this and I wanted to do it my way. And he just kept nurturing me and nurturing me. And one day, and I'm glad he did it, he said, do you want pretty, flashy, or do you want to make money? And I said, I want to make money. He said, then follow what I'm telling you to do. And if y'all think any of us as instructors are hard on you, let him get a hold of you because he has no mercy. And I thought, you know what? This man has taken the time, and it took him about a good 8 months to get my mindset from what I thought online marketing was to what online marketing is, if you want to make money. And from that day, I said, you know, you're going to put your head down. You're going to do what he tells you to do, and you're not going to look back. And I will tell you, today, if Rory Ricord tells me, Jackie, there is a toothpick on that windowsill 3 houses down, and you need to invest in it, to invest in your business, to grow and to move forward, I don't even ask. I'm just like, where do I go sign? Because that is how much I believe in what he has built here. He doesn't have to do this. He and his wife did not have to do this back in 2008 when they did it. They did it out of need. They did it because when the mortgage market crashed, and believe me, I know that because I survived then, they had friends that were in the mortgage business that lost everything. And he told me the story of how this platform got started. And it got started with friends of theirs that didn't know what the world they were going to do because all they knew was mortgages. And Rory sat him in a classroom and he figured out that, number one, mortgage bankers aren't real easy to coach because they think they know it all. But that's how this platform evolved 15 years later, guys. There's a lot of blood, sweat, time, energy, and money that has gone into this platform to help people like you and me. And so the best advice that I could give you is when you dialed that phone or when you clicked on that ad that you saw and you decided that you wanted something more. Don't give up on yourself. Come here. You're not going to learn it overnight. You're not. You're going to have a learning curve. Sorry. It's something that you've never done before. But if you will embrace it and trust in the system and show up, you have to show up. You show up to, you heard Niall say it, you show up to the meetings, you show up when your team has meetings, all that stuff, that's on you to show up. You will find success here. And the only person you have to do this to is if you don't do those things. I love it here. I'm a lifer here. I protect it as if it was my own. And you can ask my students. I'll tell them straight up. You chose us. We're trying to help you do it. And that's the best advice I could give you. So, like I say, I'm a lifer. I love it. I love all the people. There's a lot of people that I would have never, these people would have never crossed my paths. Linda, Niall, Stacy, I could go on, Sheila, Mama Chief. I would have never crossed paths with these people. And you know what? I look at them as if they are part of my family. And I don't take that lightly. So you're here, embrace it, learn it, and run. And that's enough of that. Okay. Now, how I do now? I hope I did good. Okay. So
I love you too, even if I lost my mind for a minute.
Well, that's all right. I love you, brother. I love it. It's okay. I like I say, it's all me. But I thought real hard, how to approach, and I just have to talk from my heart. I can't write something on a piece of paper, people do, PowerPoints and all those sorts of things. I don't do that. I have to just talk and it just comes out and it's me and it's real. But the next thing I get to do, and I did think about this for a while, because first time I met this lady was in Houston, Texas. Didn't know her I didn't even know she was Rory's wife at the time. And I had driven to Houston to one of Rory's, it was my birthday, by the way. And I drove to Houston and he was having a, where he did training. Roy used to travel the country and have hotel rooms, and we would go, whoever was near. And when I heard that he was going to be in Houston, I got in the car and I went. And so he was, and this was way early on. And this lady was sitting in the corner of the room, very quiet, very demure, as I would call it, very, very quiet. And I thought, who in the world is that? And she didn't say a whole lot. And I thought, I'm gonna figure this out. So me, with my little old self, I walked up and I said, ma'am, I said, my name's Jacqueline. I'm from Dallas, Texas. And I'm here for Rory's, training. And she kind of looked at me. She goes, well, I'm Tanya Ricord. And I didn't know that. And so we kind of bonded a little bit, and at that time I didn't know Tanya's background, I'm still a newbie here. I didn't know. But over the years, as I have come to build a relationship, and I call it a very personal relationship with this lady, Tanya and I have a lot in common. Tanya was a mortgage banker, just like me. She's run many businesses. Guys, you see the training that she does? Well, I'm just going to put it to you this way. She runs several other businesses. She is the backbone of RRR. She is a mother. She is a nana. She has her family, her father's still living. This lady does it all. And she does it with grace, with honor, with dignity. And she gives so much to us that to try to help us be better people. I can't say enough of the respect that I have gained for her over the years. And like I say, I look at her very near and dear to my heart as a family member. And we have bonded pretty deep. And so today I get the great honor of introducing her to you. And from the bottom of my heart, I am very, very happy that I was asked to do so, even though Niall ruined it and told everything, but that's okay. Got you now. But anyway, I had to make it a little light because I'm not gonna cry up on this thing. But anyway, she's near and dear to my heart. She's not just a friend, not just a family member, but she now mentors me, and she's younger than I am. And I don't listen to people. I don't listen to a lot of people, but I'll tell you what, when that lady speaks, I listen, and that speaks volumes if you know me, because there's not a lot of people that can reach me, and she has. And my uncle has even realized that, because he told me that. He said, you're listening, aren't you? And I said, yes, sir, I am. And with that, I would like to welcome my friend and my mentor, Tanya Ricord. Take it away, baby.
Thank you so much, Jackie. I'm like trying not to cry over here as you talk. But oh, don't you just love her, y'all? She is just amazing. She's the more vocal version of me. So it's just fun. I am actually the quiet one for the most part until I get to know you, then I'll talk your ear off. But yeah, I'm very quiet. But Jackie, I just love you. You're such a blessing here. And thank you for all the kind compliments, you guys. But I feel like I've been on this path here, and I'm going to say all glory to God, because I feel like He has really directed my path. I went through a huge transition, as Jacqueline knows, because we were in the mortgage business together. Well, differently, but we were both in it. That was where my mojo was, right, guys? I mean, I think y'all understand this. That's why I'm going into this for a moment. Everyone's coming in here from someplace different, to find something different, to find a different outlet, to find a different way to live, to provide for yourselves. And that was my mojo. That was where I felt like I was the thing, right? Because I knew I had done it I did it for 30 years. And so I'd done it for so long, and I had worked in every position that I could, from top to bottom. And so I really knew that well. People would come to me, and I mean, I started out, y'all, with a baby on my hip and telling people how to pre-approvals for loans. And if they didn't pre-approve, how to help them get their credit up to fix them, right? I started out little like that, then went up to, approving loans, to running a training group of people, to huge offices there. So I've gone through every different position there, and that was where it was. And so it took a lot of humbling experience for me when my husband asked me to leave that, to come over here and do this. So it did open up a huge different growth for me. So when I say, you guys, everything you guys walk through, I say this many times. So if you're new, welcome. You're in the right place. Let me just tell you that, first of all. But everything you guys walk through, Rory and I have walked through. We have been through all of the things that you guys have done. We've suffered and gone through different trials and tribulations as well. And that was a very humbling thing for me. So when you guys come here, be open to learning, be open to listening to your instructor, because what you did before doesn't matter now. It's what you do now that matters. It's what you do now. So if you're willing to work and change your habits, you guys, and here's the thing, you guys can give yourself any excuse in the book why you can't show up for yourself, but that doesn't matter. You've got to take action and do the things that you want to do to change. And you're here for change. You are here for change, my friends. So you have to listen and grow, and push out of your comfort zone, because you'll burst out and you'll be even better than you thought you were at the beginning. So I think I love what we have here now. I always say, you guys, if you don't have your passion, if you don't know what you're doing quite yet, borrow the person that you're with. Borrow somebody else's passion until you find it. And I borrowed my husband's vision and passion for this until I understood it. And let me tell you, now I do. And I love what we're doing. And I truthfully, you guys, I feel like this was a calling from God and a direction and for us to do, to help people, and to help you guys see outside of yourselves, because you guys don't know what you don't know. And Rory says that all the time. If you've read his book, you understand. He came from very humble beginnings, even more so than me. He pulled himself up by his bootstraps, Jackie, using a Southern term, I believe, and pulled himself up by his boots, and he just dug out of it. He had some mentors, and he did what he needed to do to do that. And I just really respect him, because he took on not only that, Jackie, and she was gracious enough not to mention it, but I am a divorced woman as well, and remarried. Rory's my second husband, and he took on a woman with 3 children and took us on with grace. And that I was full package deal, my friends. I was all about it. And he did an amazing job, standing in for the father that my children didn't have. So anyway, enough of that. I want to just thank you. Thank you so much, Jackie. You're just an amazing example of what we search for here, what we want to help promote. And she even said it, you guys, she had to stop listening and start listening to herself and start listening to her instructor, who was Rory. And that's what we're talking about, you guys. You don't know this program yet because you haven't done it. You don't know where you can go because you haven't got there, but your instructor has, and your instructor is where you want to be. And then if you pass up your instructor, that's okay. Go with your MSI, go up the line until you get where you want to go. And you'll find success if you just keep pushing. You guys, their roadblocks will always be put in your way because you're trying to grow. You have to push through. I was told once that people will face by the 3rd roadblock, they'll quit. So count your roadblocks, you guys, and keep going. Count them so you keep staying on a path and keep going and keep growing. So anyway, welcome, you guys. I want to say today is a special day because it's the first Tuesday of the month. And I also get to introduce, I get to read off some names. For those are the new instructors that are joining. Once you join here, you're a student and you get going. Once you become an instructor, we have Niall mentioned it well. He said we have instructors, then we have a CSI's certified system instructor. We have a GSI's global system instructor. We have the PSI's, which is a platinum system instructor, which is very hard to get to. And then you have your MSI, which is even harder to get to. So, your instructor can help you advance up to a GSI. And then from there on, from a GSI up, so PSI, MSI, you have to be qualified and you have to be, Rory and I approve it, basically. because we want people who really are putting in the time. Not only that, you guys, we want leaders like Jacqueline, like Niall, like Linda here, who put in a lot of time to help as well. Because we tell it all the time. We make money when you make money, and so you have to be willing to put in the time, and you have to be willing to be a servant leader. You just have to be that category of person. So, we just really get to cherish and love our MSIs here, because they work with us so closely and they give back and support you guys so much behind the scenes that you don't even know. And we have that kind of organization here, which I really feel it makes family. And we're really lucky to have that. So I'm going to read off a few new instructors that they're MSIs told me their names. So I'm going to read off those first. And then we have a couple of new CSIs, and then we have a new surprise as well. So I'm going to read off that as well. But first off, I'm going to start with Stacy Southward's team. She is one of our amazing MSIs here that does so much behind the scenes. She's such an amazing lady. She's like me. We are no nonsense kind of ladies. But she's got 2 new instructors. She asked me to read their names. So we have Susan Vega and Suzanne Utnage. I hope I said that right. But welcome to Triple R. We're happy to have you. And then we have another MSI, Mrs. Dina Eddy. Well, Stacy's a Mrs. too, but Mrs. Dina Eddy. She's new to that last name, and we love her. She also has some new instructors that she asked me to. And you guys, she's one of our newest MSIs, and she is just cranking. She's really on a path for success, so really proud of her. But she has some new instructors she'd like me to read off their names. So here we go under Dina Eddy's team. We have Rhonda Blankenship, Lisa Wagner, and Brian Beatty. No, I hope I said it right. I apologize, y'all. I will learn your names.
Beatty.
Okay, Beatty. There you go. Thank you. Now. So welcome to the team. You guys have a great MSI. You guys have Stacy and Dina. You cannot go wrong with those 2 MSIs. You're going to be fabulous. Now we have 2 new CSIs. I'm going to do that. We have one under Donna Walker's team, Donna Walker-Meyer. She has been here for quite a while, has amassed. You guys, that lady never quits. She just never quits growing. She just keeps putting into her teams and keeps putting into her students and keeps working with them until they get it. She just puts a lot in. So she has a GSI under her, Rebecca Spears. And Rebecca is just following after her instructor and just growing and producing and duplicating. And she has a new CSI, and his name is Lynn Cole. So welcome to the CSIs, Lynn. We are so happy to have you. Make sure we get your information to add you to our chat. We'd love to have you there. Next up, we have Melissa Gable. She's another MSI that gives us so much to you guys, so much. She gives so much training as well. She does a lot of training. You guys get to see her on the list system, but she gives so much training as well. And she has an amazing GSI underneath her as well. And her name is Rochelle Triggs. And I'm excited to read this name, y'all, because I've met this woman. She's been here a while. But LaRuth Martin, welcome to the CSIs. So happy to have you. So happy that you finally believed in yourself and kept going. So congratulations. We're welcome to have you. So excited, guys. So make sure, LaRuth, I have your information as well to add you to our CSI chat. Okay, we have something special today. We don't get these very often, and they're very rare and they're unique because we don't, like I said, it takes a lot of work to get to this level. We have a new PSI to announce today. And I have been watching very closely this lady, this amazing lady, and working with her MSI and her team to keep an eye on her. Once I saw her hit 4 instructors, and then when that 5th one came in, I was like, boom, she's got it. She's there. She's ready to go. So we were super excited to announce a brand new CSI. And I am going to read her name, and then I'm going to have her MSI say a few things about her. So welcome, you guys. I wish I had some wine to toast you, because this is a lot of work. Welcome, Angie Bond, to the PSIs. We're so happy to have you. I cannot wait. I'm so proud of you. I've seen you grow and push through a lot of trials of things that would stop you, and you've kept going. So we're super happy to have you. So I'm going to ask Deanna Young, her MSI, if she would just say a few things about Angie.
Oh my God, I think I'm actually starting to tear up. You guys, I think Angie's been with us now, been with me for like 4.5 years, I want to say. Correct me if I'm wrong, Angie. I don't know. I'm awful with timelines. But I'm telling you guys, she is just such an amazing person. You know, this is one of the reasons why I love what I do, because we get to meet people like her. She we just right off the bat we connected. You know, we had an immediate friendship. We talk about a lot of things, you know, outside of RRR, and we just like I said, that connection that we have is just so powerful. And you know, she shows up. That's what she does, right? And that's the most important thing. It's just like what Jackie said, right? You have to show up, and Angie did, right? Even there were even times where she was ready to probably back away, you know, and I never gave up on her because I knew she had it in her. And you know, she just, like I said, I can't say enough about her. Like, she has even been a teacher to me, you guys. And, you know, I've been an MSI here for a long time, and she's taught me things. And she is what we call a true leader, because there have been times that I've not been around for certain reasons, and she's taken over and she's handled my team. And I just love her so much for that, because she's helped carry our team, you know. And Angie, I'm just so proud of you, girl. Like, you know, you're going to be an MSI elite. I'm not crying. Niall, shush. You know, you're going to be an MSI elite pretty soon. I know you will. You do the work, you're consistent. And there's just, you know, I don't even know what to say. I'm kind of like flipping over my words here. But again, congratulations, Angie. You totally deserve this. You do the work, you show up, and there's no one I am more proud of in this entire organization than you, girl. I love you. You're like a sister to me. Congratulations. Wow.
Thank you. Thank you, Dan. You did wonderful. You did fabulous. It's hard to say this. It's hard to not get emotional. But Angie, I've asked you to unmute if you want to say hello so everyone can see your face.
Hard.
You're getting up there.
I'm here. It's me. I honestly, I don't know what to say. I don't. This just blindsided me. I had no idea.
You deserve it. You deserve it. You're amazing. Everybody loves you. You know, you're growing your team every single day. I'm just, like I said, I'm just so beyond proud of you. I'm just gonna
thank you. Yeah.
That's great, right?
I'm speechless.
You're fabulous, Andy. We love you, and you've gotten down duplication, and you're teaching and paying it forward, and you're amazing. So we're so happy to have you.
Thank you.
And don't think you're forgotten, because I've been keeping my eye on you.
I know. You tell me. So
thank you. Oh, see, I wish I had a glass of wine. You got the right idea, love.
Rory, I just had a gulp before the call. But cheers.
Yeah.
Mine's empty, but cheers. Cheers to you, girl. You deserve this.
Thank you.
You guys get to, my husband, Rory, is going to come on here, I think, in just a second here and share his thoughts. He's worked as well. So Deanna is direct to him so obviously he has worked a lot with Angie as well. So Rory.
It's amazing. And I'll tell you guys, a lot of times you see the leadership and they make it look easy, and that's what they should be making it look easy, because they've gone through the toils and the turmoils and the I guess the constant brick walls to break through. Angie's broken through. Angie, we watched Angie grow and develop and not quit. And then, okay, it starts to work. It's working. And then she gets it. And now she's paying it all forward. And you guys, it's been, when you get to see it from where Tanya and I get to see it, that's why we wake up every day. That's why we do. We wake up every day to help make that happen, because we can't help millions of families unless we're helping literally thousands of people get to a very high success level. But we can't do that without the Angies and the Deannas and the Niles and the Sheilas and all these wonderful leaders that we have, you know, and we're just blessed to have them, and we're watching them grow and develop, and it's going to start popping more. Momentum's building. You know, we're here at the, you know, I guess you call it the tail end of summer. We got people going to school. You know, our numbers on our calls are down hundreds because people just don't always attend these calls. The true people do. And this Tuesdays are awesome. I'm going to segue right into the last thing, because we got 11 minutes. And we got the millionaire course, and I got some high elevation things to talk to those that have at least one PBS for the week. So we're going to get there. Niall, you talk about be on the Tuesdays. We stress it. You can't stress it enough because this is where we roll things out. I want you guys just to take a deep breath and let's realize where we are and be thankful for how we got here. And again, God is amazing. You guys, we just did a major upgrade across several things here. I'm going to highlight it because it's really good to know. And for you that are new, it's never been as great as it is today. And a lot of things have been progressing. And our job is to make things as easy as possible, eliminate anything that can be, automated, and then we focus on the high touch. That's why we teach the BRT so much, right? And because we can't bring anybody into this community without walking them through how it all works. It takes that love and patience. You'll notice that's what it takes. All right, and I'm just going to throw this out there. Angie has amazing patience. Amazing. And I think you guys, that's what it takes. If you can just be patient and work with everybody, not everybody has the computer skills they need to do here. That's up to us to teach them. If they don't succeed, we don't succeed. This system is built to take care of people or else we don't get rewards. That's the way it should be. We win when people win. It's the truth. Okay. I'm going to go over some highlights. We just did major upgrades, right? The CRM. You guys are about to see one of the biggest releases in the CRM that you guys didn't know was coming on Saturday. I'm going to get to that in a second. Okay. Here's what's coming. So again, Niall, he'll always mention this. Don't miss Tuesdays. Don't miss Saturdays. We roll things out. Tuesdays when we announce it. And then if there's work to be done, we do that on Saturdays. This Saturday's huge. So instructors, everybody make sure you let your teams know Saturday's a big freaking day. It's one of those big earmarked days when we launch something that we've been waiting on for a long time. I'll come back to that. I'm going to come back to that. The Residual Affiliate Marketing Program, RAM. That's connected to the Cash Network Direct. That is all under our umbrella. That program has a lot of kiosks on there. And because that's the kiosks, not our main anchors, and we did this huge upgrade, we have set that aside. Well, there's a lot happening there. And we need to get back and circle on that. So that's going to start happening on a little bit on Tuesday. It can happen anytime, but Saturday trainings, we're going to really be refocused on that. Okay. There's a lot of things happening. So don't think it's gone off. It's just, we just had bigger priorities to get into. And you guys, we just made the biggest freaking upgrades major technology upgrades. And even though it's all great, we've all been adjusting to it, getting used to it. And now we can actually get back to growth on all the projects, the marketing of the pages, all the keyword stuff. We're getting back to that. Don't miss the trainings. Don't miss the stuff. We got a lot to do. And if you're building your PBSs, you want to constantly be adding. We're going to be back in that mode. Okay. Rank some momentum. You guys are going to see it happen. And, we celebrate it the first Tuesday of every month. This is a celebration. And for you guys, when we do the MCRC process, the manifest, claim it, receive it, and celebrate it, you'll notice that Tanya and I live that way, and we guide that way, and we lead that way because it's real. This was a celebration. We've manifested the leadership to grow. We've received it's going to happen, right? We already claimed it. We received it. Now we celebrate it. We celebrate every Tuesday. It's a celebration. And Angie, cheers. We are so proud of you. And you got momentum going. We're watching you. We know you're going to hit MSI. And we can't wait for our MSI elites because we have a lot of fun to have. Okay, back. SHG. We've made a lot of changes. You guys, we put people in. There is so much there to focus on. We're going to have to train on that some more. Now it's our third anchor. So we got awesome Nell, Nell Galinsky, our MSI is on top of that. She's going to be doing more trainings coming up. Heads up, Nell. We got to get that ready. There's a lot to catch up on that. Okay. We're going to get back in the swing of that. Velveeta. And then we'll go to PBS Vortex. Velveeta is our #1 anchor offer because it's where we make the most money. It's growing. We have things coming in the near future that's going to blow that out into a whole nother hemisphere. We just talked to the instructors about it. We know something's coming. You guys, get your stuff built. Keep on that. We're going to be modifying pages. And just know that there's a big new edition coming. And when that edition hits, we're going to have all the marketing, everything rolling out. Everybody that has memes, and if you don't have a memes account, get it set up. The memes are all caught up to a couple months, and then we're going to roll out 20 memes when we roll out the new product. for Bella Vita. 20. And we're going to go on a very serious advertising campaign on that. This is one of the biggest additions in marketing that we've ever seen in our lives. We're going to be ready when the second it's ready. This is a game-changing new addition. We already have distribution. We already have traffic coming in. We're already building. We get to add that on top of it. It's going to help increase incomes for a lot of people here. Get in motion. Don't wait for it. Get in motion now. Those that are in momentum and already moving are going to win the most when something new comes out because we just add it to what's already circularly happening. Okay, now I'm going to go back to PBS Vortex. The PBS Vortex, we consider that our second anchor. Why? Everything's under that hood. We have upgraded that whole position. In order to participate in the PBS Vortex, the stuff that's in there, we're talking excess of $200 a month. It's now $59.95. And Tanya and I threw in the SMS and the call system that was going to be $40. Tanya and I sat down and said, we got to keep the overhead as low as possible. How are we sitting? What do we need to do to make this happen? And we consumed it. Unlimited for you guys to go attack. I'm going to tell you right now, it's costing a bloody fortune, and we love it because we see the momentum coming from it. We will invest in somebody and move with them. We're not giving anybody a handout. We give hand ups. And that's how everything is here. You show up, we show up. If you're working 100 leads at a time like we teach, and you're just thoroughly throwing yourself at it day in, day out consistently, you bet we're going to back you up. That's what that's about. Now, we got Brain Food Academy under it, which is in full launch. We know that's going to be an uphill battle until it hits some saturation of awareness. We know that. That's all part of that. We got signups coming in. It's starting to trickle in. We know where that's going to go, and it's got that's got amazing potential. We know it's there. I'm going to tell you this. You guys, a lot of you guys remember we were a wine club and we did wine of the month and we did a modification on that. Saturday, we are open for wine orders. We're going to show you how it works, and it's part of a very big process, folks. This process allows us to be a private organization, which means we can sell other things in a very private setting. This is huge, and this pays out in the 4-tier process, just like the PBS Vortex does. Saturday, we're going to show everybody how they set customers up, how they take a wine interest person, set them up to get access to our exclusive wines. And for those who know that what our Grand Cru wines are, for this release, we're going to be blending in our incredible wines, and we're going to be blending in our Grand Cru wines as a thank you for your patience and to give amazing value. These wines, in the Grand Cru, we sell them for $100 a piece. These are wines that would sell for $350 to $600 each. We're going to be throwing those in the cases. And the case price is $350, folks, plus $75 shipping. We're coming out with an incredible value, and we're going to be giving people way more value than that to celebrate this launch. And we go into a whole new realm of our wine delivery, and we're going to a different model. We're going to a scarcity model. We're going to release these wines as they're ready, and people get a heads up, and then supplies while they last. And Saturday, not only are we doing that, but we're going to be teaching you how our customer access with the CRM builds for you and your futures. We start teaching that on Saturday. I don't know if you guys can hear the tone of my voice. This is something that's been on my wish list, and it's part of our CRM, and I get to unveil it to you guys all on Saturday. This has been part of something we've been talking about, having this private club so we can market things in a big way, not jeopardize our advertising with Google AdSense, but yet captivate people and captivate customers that we can deliver these true products to. True wines, not artificial and poison added wines, better on the foods. And this is going to change our elements. You guys, something big is given to us in the CRM and their customer acquisition on Saturday. I'll see you there. And Tanya, I went right to the freaking minute. I'll see you guys in 5 minutes on the, in exactly 5 minutes. Those of you that are in the Millionaire course, you know where to be. I'll see you there. God bless.
Thanks, guys.
And don't forget tomorrow on the Brain Food open house, those just became way more.